Hello, everyone. Welcome to me and Two Randos. Today, we have a very important topic to talk about. But before we even get into the topic, which we will probably never get to as usual, I have a very important question. Before the show, Jay had us hold on for a minute so that he can get everything all lubed up, because you can't have any ashiness on the show. And it reminded me of something. I have some friends here from different parts of the world. And they have this same philosophy. In particular, friends I have from Nigeria or Kenya, they believe that a person should not go anywhere ashy. Um, Now, here's a question for you, Jay, to test your ashiness. What are the what are the parts of the body that you don't have to lube up and make sure they're unashy? Name one part of the body where it is an exception.
Is this a single life question or a married life question? Because because let's be real here. The wife
Mhm.
wants everything to look pristine.
And so this is evidence that Jay is amongst us Caribbean people because that is the correct answer. This was a
Okay.
trick question. There is no part of the body that is allowed to be ashy. If you belong to a Caribbean family, then even your eyeballs are eligible to be properly lubed up.
Since we're going down the ashy train, and this is introducing um me and Two Randos, right?
Yeah.
Since we're going down the ashy train, you know that when you're well, I don't know if it's just Caribbean, but
No, it's
Caribbean
all,
centric.
listen, a Caribbean,
Well, no, but when it's from a
African.
Caribbean family, the first thing, especially if you're a boy, you might walk out, you be like, yo, I'm ready. Where you going with that ashiness? And you might not
Correct.
even believe the ashiness because you ever now. I'm talking about when you're a kid now. You think, oh yeah, everything is smooth, everything is looking good, and you walk outside and let that weather hit you, and sometimes the ashiness come, the little coolness, and
Hmm.
you're like, yo, where did this come from? What I told you about. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is a new
The
superpower.
ashiness just appeared.
The ashiness
Yeah.
is disappeared, and then you
Listen.
feel it. And then if you have one of them old school grandmother, Irma, they used to be like on a napkin with their saliva, spreading germs to get
Yep.
the ashiness off of you.
Mm.
You
Yep.
remember?
Hmm.
The ash
Hmm.
just in the little corner right here. You
Yeah.
ashy.
Oh
Hmm.
no. Yeah. 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 Here. Yep. You can't have that. Mm-mm.
Can't have that.
Dry lips. Mm-mm.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Nah, but this is chicken lips. It's always smooth. This is no chapstick, no nothing. This is good.
Hmm.
But some of the other places, I even have an ashy knuckle. See, you can't even see it. See, it blocks it out.
Yep. Yep.
This knuckle,
But how is your
always.
Ashy.
knuckles still ashy when you just lotioned
That's
up
what I'm
just now?
saying. This knuckle is like a cut, like a wound
Oh,
or
okay.
something that used to be, and then it's like it just always looks. This is the Caribbean defiant lotion. You be lotioning that, it be, yeah, buddy. And then
You can't lotion me.
if you have one of those relatives that always spot, either
Mhm.
they spot dust or
Mhm.
unlotioned or ashy hand, they be like, "What's that? Look at your knuckle." Yo, you seen me like 15 times, man. The knuckles always be the same. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let's see how long we going to stay on topic today. So the topic is murder.
What? Topic to today's murder? What kind of topic is this? The topic is murder.
That's the
What the
topic
shit?
because there
That's
is a certain individual named Dexter.
Mm. This we could start making the episodes like you remember how Pee Wee's Playhouse used to go, and every time somebody said
Wait,
the secret word,
didn't we hit record? Didn't we hit record?
yeah, it's recorded.
So we could make the episode like the episode is on.
Wait, hold on. I just noticed something. I don't actually see the little indicator say we're recording. So you sure?
Yo, this thing recorded, yo. Yeah, it says it up in the ring.
Yeah, it says it. It says it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Okay. So we had a very important question. We're gonna try not to do spoilers, but just in case, spoilers. Um
Mm.
um I brought up a very important topic. I heard there is a prequel to Dexter out, which I have not seen yet, but someone told me Dokes isn't in it.
So
So to put the prequel stuff at rest, it's very early in Dexter's career, Original Sin.
Hmm.
And it's like literally his first year with Miami Metro.
mm,
Hmm.
So nobody even explained in the original Dexter when did Dokes arrive. So
exactly.
what we were hoping, because here's a shocker,
Hmm.
Original Sin got renewed while it was still in its first season.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So we were hoping Dokes would show up. You know
Exactly.
what? What they could have done was get my man Eric.
Hmm.
That's Dokes' real name,
Hmm.
right? They could have CGI'd him, the original one, because he still looked the same to me. They could have done what a lot of people is doing now in Hollywood, reverse agent. He could have came in the prequel as he is now
Yeah.
because he was big, and then he lost all that weight because he saw Dexter. And you know what he likes about Dexter, man? You freaking me out. Because when Dexter brought them donuts in the original, story, not the sin,
Hmm.
Dokes didn't like them donuts. He's like, yo, what's up with that?
Yeah, but like it seemed to me like Dokes had been with, well, I guess maybe he could have been transferred in from another department or something. But I could have sworn that Dokes was already there and was like already friends with Dexter's father because I thought Dokes knew his father.
Well, like everybody kind of know of Harry. Like Harry's the kind of guy that's like, he's always there.
Mm. But
He's in between,
yeah,
you know.
I don't know. I feel like Dokes was just such a important part of Dexter to me that it just feels
To
weird
pretty much
not
everybody.
having him there.
To everybody.
Because
Surprise.
you can't. I want to know what Dokesism there was before
Yeah, before
Dokes
the
knew about
original
Dexter.
Dexter.
Because you know there were some Dokesisms.
Yeah.
You
You know what it
know.
was? Let me tell you what Dokesism was. This is another everybody trait. So Dokesism in the prequel, to me, would have been him saying these things in his own head. This mother, you know,
Mm.
like this. You know what I'm saying? That when he gets to the original, he's like, nah, man, I gotta tell this guy. I tell this guy. That
Yeah.
smile's freaking me out, Dexter. Dexter, why you look? Why we around a blood scene and you looking like you in Disney World? Like those
Mhm.
type of phrases. Crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's like you feel a vibe off of people. Dexter and Dokes didn't vibe.
Yeah, nope, they did not.
They were like Dungeons and Dragons. They were like D&D, man. They looked around. And then, you know, I love my man Eric, man. I even joined him on Instagram.
Yeah,
Especially
I'm
when he
following
said
him on
that,
Instagram too. Yeah.
surprise, mother. Ooh, when he said that.
The fact that that line was said in the first season, I was like, that was all the way the first season. I was expecting it to be said like later on, but no, first season,
Well, he
yo.
didn't
Yeah,
last.
yeah.
I mean, Dokes didn't last that long.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he made such a big impact in how short he was in the show. The fact that he was gone so quickly, and I'm like,
So you know what helped him
Wait,
is the internet.
Dokes was gone in the first season?
No, by the second season, Dokes was
Oh,
gone.
yeah. But he yeah, he did. Yeah, but no, Dokes is still a man because all to this day, you still hear people with like, little recordings like "surprise, motherfucker,"
Well, you know
like
what happened?
Doxism.
The internet helped Dukes.
Hmm.
It helped him because like when he said that back in 2008, 2009, around there,
Hmm.
the internet wasn't kicking off with these memes like that, and then everybody remembered it, and it's just the way he did it. He had the
Hmm.
perfect face. He had the perfect look.
There's a little
Surprise,
the li
yo,
like I think his face has it because even when it has this little push-up mouth smile,
yeah.
that little smile that just said it
And,
was
and,
just
and the funny thing that always used to go around my head is when somebody said surprise, right? Like that.
mm.
There's only two types of surprises. Dokes was a good guy. If somebody else said that as a bad guy, surprise, you know something going down. You know,
So
his surprise goes right up there with Wayne Brady in
mm.
the Chappelle show.
Does does Wayne Brady
You
have
know,
to smack a bitch?
because he has to. So there's like for me, there's like three iconic. You know, do we have to? Wayne Brady does he has to choke somebody? You know what I'm saying? We remember that.
Yep, you got chook a bitch.
We got we got Dokes surprise.
But wasn't do you remember when they had like this thing where they described the entire Dexter series in Doxisms? Where like,
Yes.
surprise, motherfucker. He lied, motherfucker. I died, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They had
Yep, I do remember that. Yeah, I died, motherfucker. Yeah.
they described the whole show in Doxisms. It was it was
And
pretty
then
funny.
they brought him back as a ghost.
Yeah. I
Spoiler.
I think I
Who didn't see it? I mean,
I
the ratings have been through the roof.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
The
one of
legit
the
rate
reasons why we're talking about Dexter is because they canceled Jay. What is it called? The prequel.
they canceled the original Sin one, which was pretty good.
The
You
original still
they
was
did
pretty good. I was enjoying it, and they canceled it, even though it got the
the
go ahead for
reviews
season
and
two.
automatic renew.
But
Yeah, but
Resurrection,
that was a merger problem.
mhm.
So merger problems are very consistent. But
Yeah, but
I
why
did
would you listen? They had the opportunity to because look, some people may have found the original, whatever you call it, the original
original Sin.
sin super good, and they could have kept that following. And then some people thought, the
Resurrection.
new blood resurrection or new blood, whatever it's called, is really good. And they could have kept that. Now they could potentially lose some people who are like pissed off that the original sin is being canceled.
They could,
I mean,
but
I
so many
like the
people like
I like
Resurrection. I doubt it'll happen.
the problem with original Sin is that Dexter in the original run of Dexter did
Mm.
a lot of the what's that word I learned the other day that's been around forever? Re what? Dwayne, you know what it is.
Oh,
Re retrocon?
retcon.
Retcon.
Mm.
So in the original run of Dexter, Dexter did a lot of his original sin stuff, like how it got started, how he did this, how he did that,
Mm.
how he made up the room, how his method to his madness type of thing, along with the code,
Mm.
you know. And they're in the original sin, they're like shedding more light on it.
Yeah.
So the first season, basically what they should have done, but they got so excited because Showtime, unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of hit shows. It's like what they had Homeland, they had Billions, and then it faded, 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 and then Dexter. Every time Dexter come on, everybody show up because New Blood
Billion
was hit or
was
miss.
Bill wasn't Billion wait who starred in Billions?
The guy
Um,
from Dreamcatcher.
uh,
What does he look
guy
like?
from Dreamcatcher. You mean the guy from
Dreamcatcher is a
Cyborgs?
Stephen King movie. He was a Dreamcatcher. He was a bad guy.
The Billions had
That's how I remember him.
Was that the one with Damian Lewis, I think? Like a kind of like a redhead dude.
It's a redhead dude, yeah.
Um and
It's
and I
crazy
think it
enough.
was him and Giamonti,
Paul.
Giamont, yep, Paul Giamatti,
Paul
and you're right,
Giamonti.
Damian Lewis,
Um,
the
uh,
secret British guy.
they
That's what
were
I
they
call
were like were they were like just constantly against each other.
hedge fund guys.
Um, I think I saw the beginning of that. I think Giamonti was uh like they kept going every season. Like the other one would win. They kept trying to outdo each other, and
In
they were
billions,
going
yeah.
back and forth. I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw that.
So people, this is another Caribbean thing. We have Google, we have the technology to answer, but it's always good to retrain our brain
Yes,
and take our
exactly.
brain and go all
Yeah,
the
you
way
gotta
back.
keep you gotta keep the the juices flowing. You gotta keep
Mhm.
practicing recall.
Because
Let me
even though
see.
Google can be wrong, or any of these search engines, Google AI, whatever you want to call it, could be wrong, could stop a lot of Caribbean arguments. It would stop a lot of parties early. Yo, what you
Yeah.
telling me? Bounty Killer is better than Beanie Man, and Beanie Man is better than Bounty Killer. And then we go, but who sold the most records? And they don't want to hear about it. You could Google it. They don't want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? I
um,
but for Oracle's brain, he got it right. Because I don't know nobody. I'm the worst person at knowing an actor. Damian Lewis. The thing that surprised me about Damian Lewis was he was British. I said, this guy was British. He did such a great
yeah,
American accent.
yeah.
And that's another thing I like to talk about. And it's not British hate. But you
You
act so good.
guys.
And I'd be like, where are you from? And then it says Britain. And then sometime I know because y'all don't have the same pain in your face about certain subjects.
Mm,
Now, you see, we don't bring up a lot of these black subjects on this podcast because we universal. See, I'm universal. But you
mm.
got to have that pain. You see this pain in the forehead? That's the pain. That's the pain. That's
No,
the
no, that
American
that no,
pain
wait,
of,
wait, that one was a pimple. You have to go a little higher.
yeah, you go a little high, right around here. See, right around here. It's the stress.
You know, I
Y'all gotta,
remember.
y'all gotta work on your stress.
hmm
That's the
the
first.
reason I remember Damian Lewis is because there's a show that I used to like that he was in called Life, and I think it got canceled if I remember correctly, but like basically he ended up in prison, and then he
I
got let
remember
out of
that. Yeah.
prison. And when he
Mm-mm.
got let out of prison, he was trying to find the people who set him up, essentially. And yeah, no, that was one of my favorite movies. And then I think they canceled the series,
Mm.
and I thought it was doing pretty good because like the ratings for it was pretty high. But I don't know that ratings count towards canceling series anymore. They just cancel it whenever.
Yeah, there's a
Yep,
lot of
yep.
other new reasons why they cancel series now.
That's another important topic too. Shows be doing good. Like if Dexter Original Sin was 10 years ago,
Mm,
5 years ago, with the ratings they got, they would have it wouldn't have been canceled. I mean,
mm.
especially when you announce a renewal. It's not like the star walked away or something.
Yeah.
And they
Exactly.
couldn't.
What was the ratings for Original Sin? Let me go see that because I didn't even look those up because I don't like to have any preconceptions, but just
Mm.
because I know it's canceled, might as well
Well,
know.
think about it this way.
Um,
Before its 10 episode run was over, it was probably renewed by episode 6. It was very renewed very early
Yep. I like
within
it.
the
Like, and I just
yeah.
went into it like, yeah, let me just check it out. It's Dexter. I checked out. I liked it a lot. Like, it made me feel like I was in Miami in the 80s.
Dude, this thing got a 8.2 on
Hmm.
IMDb
Yep.
and a 70% on Rotten Tomato, and that means nothing.
Check
Wow.
check the
Let me see.
the numbers for
Dexter,
Resurrection.
The resurrection is like 8 point.
Resurrection. Whoa!
Exactly. Exactly.
9.2 and 95%.
Exactly.
That is
That's
significant.
to me, that's the reason why. Because, for example,
That is
the season finale
significant.
comes out today. I saw it
Today
Friday.
officially, right?
I wasn't
I
waiting. I'm
saw it
like,
today.
I'm watching this shit. This is let's go.
So wait, was the original actor in both of them?
Who Michael C.
He
Hall?
was a
His
narrator.
voice. Yeah, he was
Dexter.
a
Dexter
narrator.
was the voice.
Mm.
in Original Sin. So that's what even made it better. It was a different actor, and the actor
Yeah.
did a great job.
Yeah, he did fantastic.
You would have thought it was it. You know what I mean? He did a
Mm.
great job manifesting it. He did a great job of even saying, "Hey, you know what? Miami Metro doesn't solve a lot of crimes, but
Mm.
through this, I can solve a lot of them for them." Mainly because they were under budget, and he went with the classic thing. He went with nobody checks on these certain types of people,
Mm.
ladies of the night stuff, and then
Hmm.
he tried to track those murderers down. So it made sense. And then they brought in his brother Brian in the Original Sin, which would have
Hmm.
been good with his development. But
Mm.
certain parts of that show did feel like a miniseries. It felt like let me whet my appetite with the Original Sin while I
Hmm.
wait for Resurrection.
Hmm.
And then in Resurrection, they started clipping some of Original Sin in Resurrection, so it made
Hmm.
it a perfect symbiote. It had the
Yeah.
synergy out there. You know what I mean? It was a good recipe. It was a good recipe. And you know what I liked about Dexter Resurrection? Let's speed it up. I'm sorry, Original Sin. I signed the petition.
Yeah.
Let's hope you come back, or you
Hmm.
come back in some form,
Mm.
because it would be funny if the actor from Original Sin shows up in Dexter Resurrection season 2.
Well, if
As for
It'd
if
be
for flashback
so,
scenes.
yeah, or a relative.
Mm.
yeah, per perspective, a little perspective now to see the actual ratings.
Mm.
Dexter was rated as a 8.4, and Original Sin was rated as a 8.2, which means it didn't do as good as Dexter.
Mm.
And Original Sin blew Dexter out of the, sorry, not Original Sin, the other one.
Resurrection. But
Resurrection
yeah.
blew
Mm.
Dexter out of the water. So
Mm.
I could, I mean,
Yeah,
to
Original Sin
people
needed time to
who,
catch its footing though, because it was
yeah.
good. Like when I first started watching, I was like, yeah, it's Dexter, but it's not the same. But I watched it and like I got the vibe. It was really well done.
Mm.
And like
The
we said earlier, I was waiting for Dokes to enter the show because I'm like, let's see what Dokes does. Because
and
I
then
we
to
need
pick
more
a young
Dokes.
Dokes, to pick a
Yeah.
young Dokes would be interesting because again, Dexter has done something that I love,
Mm.
that mostly you see in plays, right? So in Dexter Resurrection, they bring back all the old school dudes. They
Hmm.
don't care
Mhm.
how they look. They bring them back as Ghost. They still look old. They don't look young like when he remembered them. They're not doing computer. Dokes is the man, man. They say black don't crack, but he was a man. He was a little muscular. And when you watch Resurrection and he pulls the curtain back, and Dexter's face is like, I thought Ghost supposed to die, supposed to stay
Hmm.
gone.
Hmm.
He's like, you the one who got. I'm in your head, and even Dokes is saying that I'm in your head. Can you imagine? Only Dokes could say that to him. Harry doesn't say it. Dev doesn't say it in New Blood, but Dokes is like, you think I want to be here? You the one who conjured me up.
Hmm.
But then again, Dokes takes his
Even
power back.
even in his head, Dokes was just, listen. Dokes was the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dokes is probably the reason he got the resurrection, because Dokes is probably in his head beating up all the demons or all the little dark. Yo, you the dark passion, you freaking me out. Every time you see a shadow, Dokes is just looking. He probably got lights and coming out of his eyes and Dexter's brain. Just what the hell is this?
Yep.
Wow, wow. I can't let this pass because this is an SSJ special. While Angel Batista lives rent free in SSJ's head.
No, he does not. I don't think
Angel,
about this dude at all.
Angel
Fucking at all.
Batista, he hates Angel Batista so much. It's up to Angel Batista, and it's a ratio. So,
What did
for people who
Angel
don't know,
Batista? What did Angel do to you?
Angel Batista to SS looked like a natural born idiot. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Angel Batista is one of those cops that in SSJ's head, this is why Dexter's hit. Because you ain't gonna solve nothing. You ain't
Oh
gonna
my
look at
God.
nothing. You ain't gonna develop your brain. He hates Angel Batista.
Tell
He just
tell
he don't
tell us
like.
tell us why.
I'll tell you
What
how
you got
bad
against
he.
the
I'll
Angel,
tell you
man?
how bad he hates Angel Batista. Look at that. If I whip out this hat and start salsaing, and change my shirt, he gonna hate Angel Batista.
Oh my God. Look. Yes, I don't like Angel Batista. To me, they overwrit his character. Like they wrote too much for his character to be doing. He's that intelligent of a character to me. Like I've been trying to figure out like what role should they have given him? They could not have I would have much rather seen Dokes in the show, the amount of times that I've seen him in the show, but
Mm.
he couldn't have Dokes' role because he can't pull that shit off.
Listen,
Yeah,
You
but
understand?
Angel.
but then Dokes would be playing Dokes' role. He doesn't have to play Bill Dokes' role.
I
Angel.
wanted
It's
Dokes
just
more
that
than
Dokes would
Angel.
have been tormenting Dexter all the way until
No,
the end of the
Angel
series.
Batista. Angel Batista was good for the show because he was a good kind of buffer for the show. He
Mhm.
wasn't really a joke. He was a serious cop, but he was the cop that you're like, how did you get to this level?
Well,
You know,
no, but no. If in case you didn't notice, he
or
got that
detective.
level because everyone else above him died. All the talented people died. Who was
Yes,
left?
which
Dex,
which which
Dexter's
spoiler.
sister, Dexter's sister, and Angel was basically all that was left in that police department by the time we got to the end of the show.
Yeah, that's true. And then it ended up becoming Quinn,
Yeah, Quinn.
Mhm.
Quinn Mazuka. Oh, and that's
As
another
a matter
thing.
of fact, think about it. Think about it. The only reason that he could be in the show so much was because of how bad he was at being a detective. Because the other people died after they started figuring out who Dexter was.
Mhm.
He never figured it out. Like Dexter had to literally hold up a banner saying,
Well, of
"It's me.
course, because
I'm the Bay Harbor
you know,
Butcher."
you know what Batista is. He's the human factor.
Mm.
He is the human factor of like, well, I'm not gonna suspect this nice guy next door.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what I mean?
yeah, because he actually was more like, you know what? Maybe that there's a little evidence there that someone that fits Dexter's profile might have done this. But like,
And
this
you know,
is Dexter.
no,
This is
no,
Dexter. He helped me solve so many crimes. He saved my life. So many, like it can't be him, right? This is my boy.
that's the only thing I wish they had talked about in Resurrection a little bit, and maybe a little bit more flashbacks because they
Mm.
talk about them being friends for 20 years, and I'm like,
Mhm.
was he? He went
Exactly.
to like a couple of bowling games and stuff.
Yeah,
I wish they
bowling.
had
Yeah.
talked about that from Angel's perception. Like you had talked me back. You had made me get Maria.
Mm.
We had Cuban sandwiches together, Cubano sandwiches. You know, things like that. We ate lunch. What they should have said was Dexter was eating the lunch and Angel was talking.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? And oh, and that's another thing. The guy who did Original Sin and Dexter, there's something about them eating that is so I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
About them
It's
eating, you mean
hard.
like when they have lunches together, dinners together?
Yeah, you ever seen them? The hunger that both of them could eat with is like crazy, and
That's
that's
called
the funniest
acting.
thing. Yeah, no, but they no,
I'm
they eat
joking.
real good. Like the fact that in Resurrection, Dexter, spoiler again, is imitating or taking over an identity of another serial killer that happens to be vegan was the best
Yeah,
acting
that shit is
of my
hilarious.
life.
Yeah.
Dexter is a meat eater.
What?
He's not a sometimetary. Dexter may be a sometimetary, meaning he sometimes eats vegetables, sometimes eats meat, but Dexter loves the meat.
Mhm.
And when
So,
when this identity guy, they had this great, I don't know, plethora of food on the
mm.
table,
A banquet, yeah.
a banquet, and Dexter saw the red meat. Dexter didn't lie about it. Dexter didn't. His eyes said all I needed to know.
Hmm.
And when they put oh, I have your special diet that you're vegan.
Hmm.
Oh my God, the look on his face was worse than a 3-year-old crying. You ever seen them 3-year-old crying when they get their little sweet stuff, sweetie getting
Mm.
taken away, hand them broccoli, and I don't care about all this organic baby food. Babies don't like it. You see it on their face. They eat it. They don't know any better. They gotta swallow it. I know Oracle. I know Oracle. You believe in them organics, but You gotta make them eat some. You gotta make them eat some real food first. First rule: don't get teased at school. So eat some of this processed food. Then we're gonna mix in some of the organic.
Some of the spam.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, all's
I don't
good.
be hating
Yo,
on spam, yo.
and
Spam
what
is
you
the
talking
shit.
about spam? Well, I can't touch spam now. That shit is too salty. Oh my god, I don't even know how I ate it when I was young. That must have been like medium blood pressure back then, because between salt and sugar, spam, the mystery meat that kept giving, man. When I was young,
Mm-hmm.
eat spam like crazy, chop that up and everything, and eat it.
I have a
Mm-hmm.
question. Have any of you guys actually Googled what's in spam? Because I
Oh,
just
I
realized
have,
that I
I
never
have,
Googled it.
I
And
spiced
now
have.
I
ham.
feel like I
No,
doubt I doubt that. Oh, you see, I can't even Google it because I accidentally typed span instead of spam. My body doesn't even want to Google it because then I'll know what all I was eating and I might not
no,
want.
no, no, no. Listen, the
As a matter
the
of
most
fact,
the
I'm not
most
even gonna Google it. I'm
the
closing
most
the window right
interesting thing
now.
about spam is how famous it is across the world and how many different flavors there is. In
Really?
Hawaii and the Philippines, spam is a staple.
Yep.
Spam came out of a wartime food.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
was during the
spam
war.
was a wartime
Yeah, no, I'm
food.
just saying. But all those wartime foods became famous. I mean, if you're gonna eat it for 4 or 5 years, you're gonna be like, yo, there ain't no spam. Spam was supposed
Mm-hmm.
to stay spam. And by the way, you Gen Zers, we talking about spam the food.
Mm-hmm.
I spam the email, somebody
A bunch of
spam the
people, I've seen videos of a bunch of people go like, "Oh, what's spam? I've never had spam. Look, this is no time to be hating. Spam is good." Good. And
and
then the other
and,
one that
and,
goes
and
along
by
with it
the
is corned beef.
and by the
What you
way,
Hold
hating?
on, I have a question. It says it
Mm.
has 6 ingredients.
Spam.
and they removed one
And
recently.
these are the kind of things that make it like, what's the difference between pork and ham?
The part of the pig.
Mm. That's my best guess, yeah.
It is the part of the pig. The ham is around like the leg bone. The pork is around the belly, like pork
Yep. Pork
belly
belly.
of the pig.
Yep.
Wait. So there is a difference between pork and ham because I always thought they were the exact same thing. But
I mean, they coming from the same animal, but when you
Mm.
taste in a different part of the animal, it tastes different. Just like
okay,
bacon is from a different
Bacon,
part.
exactly.
it says pork with ham meat added. That counts as one ingredient. Salt, water, potato starch, sugar, and sodium nitrate.
And potato starch. Oh, sorry, potato starch was the new additive that they put in there to make it even
Mm.
last longer. And the flavors go on and on. In Japan, they got some great jalapenos. Oh my God. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
Japan always takes things to the next level. Like let's be clear about that. That does
But
not
but but it's a
surprise
good
me
it's a
at
good
all.
level. It's a good level. You walk around, you say, man, they even have, you know what they got? I seen
Mhm.
this in the Caribbean. They got spam sticks. You
What is a
just
spam steak?
basically it looks like a Slim Jim,
A stick, not steak,
a
stick.
stick.
Oh, stick. Got
Yeah,
So
it.
spam on a stick.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, might as well. Why not?
Listen. Spam is the ultimate emergency food. We ain't gonna do no hate.
Exactly.
Out of war,
Yeah, I'm
spam is
I'm
one of the
thinking
best
now
foods
that
that
I
you can
might
eat.
have to pick up some spam to store it there because like I'm messing around now, right? I'm making jokes about what it contains, but like when push comes to shove, when things get hard,
Hmm.
You know what the most impressive thing about spam is? How expensive it is. These things were
Corned
surviving.
beef too. Corned beef expensive as
Corn-
shit now. Like what the hell?
Corned beef or bully beef, as we know in Caribbean, they're expensive. All of them, $5 a can, $6. And by the way, people, if you're gonna buy spam, buy the original spam. Don't buy no bootleg spam. Buy the original where you see the kernels, the crack, the things look like little bones. That's the
dude.
one.
Here's something surprising. Bully beef is actually like written here as an alternative name. So apparently it's not just the people in the Caribbean that's called it bully beef.
Of corned beef, yeah.
Well, I remember. Well, I remember when I didn't know what bully beef was. It was a person from St. Kitts was like, "You don't know what bully beef is, Jay?" I said, "What is bully beef?" I didn't know the phrase. I was like, "Oh, you talking about corned beef?"
But
Um,
It's just beef, salt,
Gilbert,
and nitrates.
yeah, Gilbert is what made the term bully beef blow up with the song Gilbert when Hurricane Gilbert passed in Jamaica. Because they had a bunch of songs about bully beef and stuff like that. Because
Yeah,
rice
but they was
gone
calling
up,
it that.
flour stepping up, stepping up.
They
Yeah,
they 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 call it that before that though. They didn't
yeah,
like,
but
but
it
like,
that transferred it to other islands. So like it just grew because everyone heard it in the song. So
mm,
then that term, so where I'm from, corned beef was the default term, but bully beef got known in the lexicon because of that song. And then a
mm.
weird thing that I mentioned, Gilbert, is literally 2 days ago was the 30-year anniversary of Lewis. And for Lewis, everybody had corned beef. Everybody had spam. You don't know what that. People who know
Yeah, I mean,
Lewis know what I'm
listen,
talking about.
listen. All you need is some corned beef and rice, some spam and
Exactly.
eggs.
Corned
Hey,
beef and
I
rice.
hear I hear they got
Woo.
some storms in the Caribbean as we speak, supposed to hit this week.
Yep.
So it sounds like we're going to need to start sending down some bully beef for true.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Back on the fence
For
again.
those of you who are not from the Caribbean and don't know what for true is,
For certain,
for true.
for real,
Sorry, for real.
for real.
100. Keep it 100, yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
it
one
keep it
hundred.
a
Listen,
hundred.
this is not a mid thing, people. This is not a mid thing. I mean, listen, you got to have your survival food. So let's bring it to America. Survival food, peanut butter, got to be in your cup because you can survive on peanut butter, high calorie. This is wartime. This wartime stuff. Peanut butter still maintains its cheapness no matter what kind of inflation it is.
Wait,
And
we on Hurricane Kiko already?
yeah, because
Dang,
we already went past Aaron.
man. And where's Kiko heading?
So for your wartime, you need to have some
Hmm.
peanut butter. You need to have some crackers every now and then.
Well, listen, you say for your wartime, right? But in the Caribbean, apparently that's every year because
Yep.
they have an
Every year.
ongoing war with hurricanes.
Well, I mean, hey, listen, survival food should be in your kitchen no matter what. You should always have a base staple that you could use just in case, like tuna fish. You know, again, I don't know. As I got older, I need the right type of tuna fish, so I'm gonna put bumblebee up there, star
Oh,
kiss,
Bumblebee.
chicken of the sea. You know, because sometimes I eat some of these other tunas and I'll be like, yeah, that ain't too right.
Wait,
Always
Hurricane
have your
Kiko,
club crackers.
Kiko is about to trounce Hawaii.
Oh, then that's not a hurricane. It's a typhoon.
Take it up with the people who call it Hurricane Kiko.
I don't know.
Dude, if you look at how the temperatures in the ocean look right about now, jeez. Like I think this year is going to be pretty active. Okay, let's get off the topic of hurricanes because that's not a very appealing topic for me right now, considering I just came back from the Caribbean. For those of you who don't know, I just traveled back to my home.
He was working on
It
his tan.
ate some chicken leg and Johnny cake, chicken leg
What?
and Johnny
Yo, wait,
Yo,
cake.
wait,
you had
wait.
satay
Chicken.
potato?
Jerk chicken.
Did you have any
Listen,
satay potato?
I didn't have any satay potato. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because I was too busy eating chicken leg and Johnny cake, chicken leg and Johnny cake. Satay potato is the second staple. But
Ooh.
listen. I tear up that chicken leg and Johnny cake every night before we went out. Oh shit.
When you say chicken leg and Johnny cake, is that jerk chicken?
No, 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 barbecue.
It's a barbecue
You
chicken.
got barbecue chicken, and while you're barbecuing it,
Yeah,
you
put
take a
Heineken
bottle
on
of
it.
what? That's what I'm
Heineken.
talking about.
You have to put
That's
Heineken on
what I'm
that shit.
talking about. And then,
Take a Heineken on it.
Yeah,
yeah,
you gotta put some
listen,
Heineken on
it's
it.
No, you know
you
what's
got.
so funny? You
Mhm.
did an exact recipe where I see people put the Heineken and the Corona. I was like, yo, you could tell that was a single man flex.
Yeah,
Yo, don't have nothing, man.
but
Cool off the
since
chicken with the
but
beer.
since we come from a Dutch island, they had to sprinkle. Man, they had to. It's
Representing the
Heineken.
Heineken.
It
But
had
isn't
to be a
Heineken
Heineken.
isn't Heineken German? No,
No,
Heineken
dude, it's Dutch,
it
dude.
says
Heineken is
Holland right on the
Dutch.
cover.
The Heineken factory was literally 3 blocks away
Was?
from where I live. No, I mean
Oh,
when the last time I
right.
lived in the Netherlands, it's three
Mhm.
blocks away, one train stop away. So I used to just go show up and get free butter.
Yeah. It's all about the chicken leg and Johnny cake. Raise your hand for the chicken leg. Raise your hand with the Johnny cake. Listen, almost every day, that's what I had. At different
I mean, I
locations.
mean,
And
I
yeah.
mean, since we both went to the Caribbean this year,
Hmm.
my most non-impressive thing in the Caribbean was how many, I would say, worldwide brands they had out there.
You mean
Where I
food
had to
brands?
search, I had to search for the local flavor. You know, like they had Pizza Hut, they had Popeye's chicken, they had KFC. Now KFC was good. It
Mm.
lived up to the social media
I,
hype.
I I was surprised to see they had a Quiznos on the island. I was like, wait. That's just arbitrary.
Well, we got to
'Cause-
make sure. You know, every now and then I got to make sure that these places are really official.
Mm,
So I made sure I took some pictures of the logos
Mm.
because, you know, I could see somebody pulling off in the Caribbean.
mm.
Yo, this is Quiznos, and you be like, yo, what happened to that extra O? Or where's that
Quiz news.
Quiznos? Like, you know,
Quiz news,
like
baby.
people,
No, no, no,
yo,
no.
people listen
Quiznos
to
with a
the
Z. Come on. They don't go that extra O. They don't add extra nothing. They make it as cheap as possible. They say have Quiznos with apostrophe S. It's Quiznos with a Z. Or
or the
Quiznos
design
spell
has an extra
SE at the
letter.
end. Nose. Quiznos.
No, but I could see somebody from the Caribbean or overseas, but mainly in the Caribbean, no matter which island, I could see somebody pulling off a bootleg franchise, and everybody say, "Yo, this is the same thing." See, because what
Mhm.
always worried me about franchises, which I was shocked that I ate at some when I was on my trip, is that Caribbeans love to add their own ingredients to stuff. You can't tell them about McDonald's. What? Yo, we gonna make a jerk burger in no time. Pepper this up. What's this bland burger taste? Right?
The jerk whopper.
Franchise franchises is supposed to be uniform, so it always worried me.
The big
And
jerk.
then I don't know if you ever watched this show called Undercover Boss. So the guy who ran Golden Crust, he did his undercover. What he found was every restaurant he went had a different flavor. He said, "How
Really?
yo, I didn't make the oxtail, I didn't make this." He found the guy that made the macaroni, and he goes, "Wait a minute." The owner said, "God rest his soul," but the owner said, "Yo, we spent millions of dollars on this cookbook,
Mm.
and the chef looked at this owner who makes millions of dollars, and this is a Caribbean thing. No matter how much you make, they'll look at you like you nothing. Oh, you think you make money? You nothing." Nobody. The guy said to him, "Who look at that cookbook?" He said, "That cookbook is like a napkin. The book came." he must have he must have threw the
Listen,
book.
yes, no, 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 no. They take the book, they take the pages from the book and put it down to cover the table so people don't mess it up.
Exactly. He said what the book is. Luckily, in that episode of Undercover
Mm,
Boss, the guy who made the macaroni
mm.
ended up becoming like a head chef because his place was slamming. Like the people were like, "Yo, this is the best Golden Crust. The food tastes good over here," but it wasn't following no Golden Crust recipes, which is the number one Caribbean thing.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because remember, most of you people, even guys who dabbled in the kitchen, when they asking their mother, their grandmother, their auntie, or whoever,
Mm.
nobody's telling them take 2/3 of this, 1/3 of that. No, is put
Mm.
this in there, put this in
Throw it
there to
in.
taste, throw it in, dash, dash, dash. It's
Mm.
amazing. We
Mhm.
still got Johnny cake, fried dumpling, jerk chicken, chicken leg. It's amazing we still got these recipes. Because how many
That's what I'm
people
telling you.
Hold on.
Um, I get an alarm here, so I think
and
I
it,
think we're at that time now. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And
and again, this is the most rando podcast there is. So don't remember
We
this.
forget to talk about murder.
We forgot to talk about logos. I had the perfect
Murder,
logos. Whatever. All right.
yeah.
I guess this is a Dexter Lovin special. Spoiler. We'll tell you 20 years later, spoiler. And now,
Peace out.
peace out. Bye.